So we'll start with the AC circuits. See the questions. Come to page 887 in your Marvel. Come to page 887 in your Marvel. Okay, start. Question number 1. And give me the answer. Question number 1.
Page number
887. Tanush, that will not be asked in the exam, but if you want, I can tell you separately when we meet. Okay, Tanush?
Yes, sir.
In fact, there is no CET question also on that, if you have noticed.
Well, are you talking with board's perspective or about every exam? Like
Boards and seat. Boards and seat. But good. If you get every chapter some things, just let me know. Okay, Tanush?
Yes, sir.
Okay, see the first question. We cannot use a DC voltmeter, means you cannot use a DC device to measure an AC. For example, here, in a circuit, okay, I have an alternating current flowing, okay? How do I know alternating current is flowing? Because the supply is alternating, correct? Now, if I measure how much is the voltage with a DC device, I will always get zero reading. Okay, if I use a DC device to measure any AC circuit, I will always get zero reading because DC device, they measure average, and alternating device, they measure actual. Now, do you agree that if DC measures average, if I take any one cycle of alternating, average will be zero itself? Average will be zero itself because positive and negative will cancel. It starts at zero, ends at zero. Do you agree the average of a sine graph is zero? Understood how? Suppose if this is plus 50, this is minus 50. So in positive cycle plus 50, negative cycle minus 50, 50 minus 50 by 2, 0 by 2, it is 0. Average will always be 0 because it starts at 0, ends at 0. Okay. Therefore, all DC devices measure average, but average over one cycle of an AC is always 0. Therefore, answer will be 0. Therefore, the option which comes close to this is option C. Just read option C. Option C is the average value of an alternating EMF over a complete cycle is 0. Hence, DC voltmeter will not show any deflection. Okay. Did you understand? So you will feel that
said
the DC
about alternating EMF. No?
Correct. Alternating EMF means what? Alternating supply. That is why if you look at the
Okay.
diagram, I have drawn alternating supply over here. Alternating supply is there, but it is measured by some DC component. Therefore, there is a mismatch. Okay.
Sir, then what about option D?
As the pointer is showing the reading of the voltmeter is deflected 50 times. How do you know it is deflecting 50 times per second?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. Therefore, the answer for the first one is option C itself. Very important question, because based on this question, there will be many other questions. Based on this question, there will be many other questions. That is why be careful while answering this. Therefore, first one is option C. Got it, all of you?
Yes.
Now start with the second one. Start with the second one. See the second one. A current of I is equal to 100 root 2 cos omega t is passed through a DC ammeter. See the keyword. Keyword is DC ammeter. Means an alternating current is passing through DC ammeter. Therefore, the ammeter will always read 0. If a DC device is connected across an AC circuit, I told you in the question 1 itself. Okay, that is why I should be very, very careful. The current is alternating. How do I know current is alternating? Because they have given an equation cos. That means I know that the current in the circuit and EMF in the circuit is alternating. But it is measured by a DC device. Therefore, the answer will be 0, because DC devices will always give you average, and average for alternating is always 0. Same thing like question number 1. The logic is used over here. I hope you understood. Answer is D. Don't go to solve it.
So if I use sine, then
Same, alternating, right? Cos or sine, because cos and sine can be written in terms of each
yeah,
other.
graph.
Okay.
They are in a graph.
Got it?
So it will be 0, right?
Answer will be D. Just check, all of you.
Sir, in graph, the values are changing. That's why we are saying that it will be 0 for DC, right? Average
Correct.
will be 0 for
Average
both volt and ammeter.
Yeah, so DC ammeter, DC voltmeter. So ammeter to measure current and voltmeter to measure voltage. DC will always be 0. And in fact, this is, can I say, a variation of question 1 itself. Because question 1
Yes,
gave
sir.
us the concept. Now, similarly, since we are doing this kind of problems, question number 2 answer is D, correct? I want all of you to go to the next page and see question number 33. Same logic, just try to answer question number 33 on page number 889.
Yes, sir.
Can I say it is the same question? Do you agree, all of you? Same question.
Yes.
So come back to the previous page. Come to question number 3. All of you come to question number 3 and try to give me the answer for this question number 3. Give me the answer for question number 3. Correct, Avishkar. Others try to give me the answer. Pratham correct, Sidhu correct, Steffi correct. Good. Preksha, try again. Are you incorrect? See here, let me show it to you. The instantaneous current in an AC circuit is given by I is equal to 2 sine omega t plus theta. This, if I compare it with my general form, I is equal to I naught sine omega t plus phi or alpha, I get I naught equal to 2, means peak current equal to 2. And I know that I RMS is equal to I naught by root 2. Therefore, it will be 2 by root 2. 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2 upon root 2. Therefore, answer is root 2 itself. Just check. Therefore, answer is root 2 itself. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so third one is done. Now start with the fourth one. Very good, Tanush. Others try to answer fourth one. Good. Yes, correct. That's correct. Others try to answer. Steffi, correct. Good. I think Tanush, Yash, Darsh, Steffi, correct. Fourth one answer is C. Let me know if all of you are getting this. It's a direct question. Let me know if you're getting this.
Yes, sir.
Start with the fifth one. Any answer?
No, sir.
Okay, see here. I'll do the fifth one. The time taken by the AC of frequency 50 hertz. That means if frequency is 50 hertz, what is the time taken for it to reach from 0 to positive maximum? Okay, look at the screen. If frequency is 50 hertz, what is time equal to? 1 by 50, correct? Now, if you look at a graph, this is a EMF, that is AC generator. Can I say this is 0, this is T, all of you. Switch on your cam, all of you. This is 0, this is T, correct? So see this, if I divide this graph, this will become T by 4, this will become T by 2, this will become 3T by 4, and this will become T, correct? Normal sine graph. Now, what is the question they have asked? Check. The question they have asked is, what is the time taken to reach 0 to positive maximum? So can I say from 0, if I want to reach positive maximum, time taken is T by 4. And what is T? T is 1 by 50. Therefore, can I say 1 by 50 by 4 is 1
Sir,
by...
this is sine graph.
Yes, because EMF for all is sine only, check.
Sir, so for T half, it should be 1, right?
For T,
For T half, it shouldn't be 0.
for T of it will be 0 itself. Why 1?
No, how will it be 0?
When time is exactly equal to T by 2. Check what is the graph.
Okay.
Correct? Check when it is equal to T. 0, T by 2, T. All three are 0 because it's a sine graph. Now, if that asked the time taken to reach negative maximum, then can I say I had to find 3T by 4? But now what is the time? Time taken to reach positive maximum. Can I say positive maximum is only T by 4? Check. Check the graph and tell me. Correct? So if I take 3T by 4, it is 1 by 50 by 4. Therefore, it is 1 by 200 seconds. That is the answer. Time taken to reach the positive maximum. If the same thing was, what is the time taken to reach negative maximum? Then I had to calculate 3T by 4. Is it fine?
How
should
did you
know.
divide this into parts? Like T by 4, T by 2, 3T by 4.
This is a normal sine graph. Sine graph is a periodic graph, correct? Agree?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, even from oscillation we have it. If I take
0
a
to
graph,
180 to 360.
then you're taking in terms of phase, correct? I'm talking in terms of time. So I know that it is periodic. So in one time cycle, it will go from 0 to T. This is one time period, correct? And since it is periodic,
Okay, I got it now.
got it?
Yes.
So 1 minute. Everyone start with the next one. Question number 6.
Sir, can you see the previous line?
Come again.
The graph for T by 2, T by 4. Sir, it could have been T by 4 or 3T by 4, right?
Yes, both are maximum, but they have a positive maximum. Start with the sixth one. Quick. Okay. The electric supply line in houses works on 220 volt. Now, in your houses, what comes is always RMS. Please remember that. In your houses, what always comes from the line is RMS. They are asking what is the amplitude of EMF, means what is the peak EMF. So, in other words, RMS value is given, we have to calculate peak. Now, tell me what is the relation between peak and RMS. RMS is equal to peak by root 2. Therefore, can I say peak is equal to RMS into root 2? And
Yes.
RMS
sir.
is given as 220. Therefore, can I say peak will be greater than 220 because it is 220 into 1.4. Therefore, can I say option A, option C is automatically out? Just check. Option A and option C is automatically out because it is lesser than 220. And if you look at option D, it is exactly double of 220. Therefore, you don't need to even calculate. We can eliminate the three options and get option as B. Just think about it and tell me whether you understood why we don't need to calculate. We can eliminate A and C first itself. D is direct double. It is not double. It is into root 2. It is into 1.4. Therefore, answer is 311 volt. Did you get it? Start
Sir,
with
but
7.
if we multiply it by 1.414, it won't reach till 440, right?
220 into 1.414 will not be 440. 220 into 2 will be 440. Check.
We took root 2, right?
What is root 2?
1.4.
So 220 into 1.4. Tell me how much you're getting. Are you getting 440?
308 coming.
Check. Do actual multiplication. 220 into 1.4.
Okay, yes.
Got it?
Sir, I took 220 as peak voltage because it is the maximum which is in our house line. So I took it as peak.
But in our house, the supply comes RMS. That is the problem. And that if you're taking that as peak, then you have to divide by root 2, not multiply by root 2. Correct? If you're finding the RMS, you have to do 220 by root 2. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Start with question number. How much? Which one did you do? Sixth one we did. No? Start with question number 7. Aryan correct, Tanush correct, Yash correct, others. It's a direct question. Peak voltage is given, you have to find RMS voltage. That is effective voltage. Darsh correct, good. Nikki, check your answer. RA correct. Steffi correct. Answer will be D for the seventh one. I hope you get it how. It is the direct question. Getting it, all of you? Answer is D.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Start 8.
Yes, sir.
Start with 8. Tanush correct. Others. Question number 8.
Sir, in that chapter, there was a process in which we had the holes and electrons which recombined, we had to separate it and then they again recombine. So do we have to focus on that? Because we only talked about recombination, but they were talking about the internal resistance of the depletion layer.
No need. Sidhu, Yash, Darsh, Sudhansh, Nikki. Correct. Answer will be C. Again, question number 8 will be direct. Question number 8. Answer is direct, which is C. I think most of you got it. If you still have any doubt, let me know. I'm assuming you can manage that. Start with 9th one. Switch on your cam, all of you. Let me put some people on 1 minute.
Sir, is it right?
Let me check. 9B. What is B? T by 8. I think T by 12 is right, not T by 8. Just check.
Sir, if T by 4 is the maximum value, according to the graph, then its half will be T by 8, right?
But what is the condition given? Check. In question number 5, it was a direct graph. But in question number 9, they have told in what time the EMF will become half its maximum value. That is in terms of amplitude. So look at the screen. Let me show it to you. An alternating voltage or alternating EMF is given by E is equal to E naught sine omega t. Okay, everyone look at the screen now. In what time the EMF will have half of its maximum value? Half of its maximum value means E will become equal to E naught by 2. That means EMF has become half of its maximum value is equal to E naught sine omega t. Okay, because EMF has become half of its maximum value. Therefore, E will become E naught by 2 is equal to E naught sine omega t. E naught and E naught will cancel. Therefore, half is equal to sine omega t. Half is nothing but sine 30. So sine pi by 6 is equal to sine omega t, or pi by 6 is equal to omega. Omega is nothing but 2 pi ft. Correct? Now, this is the clue.
Yes.
Now, continue and tell me if you can get the time period. Start. Answer will be C, because ft will be 1 by 6 or t will be equal to 1 by 6f. 1 by f is time. Therefore, it will become t by 12. 6 into 2 will be 12. Therefore, answer will be C. Tell me now if you're getting it or not.
Yes.
But sir, what was wrong with the graphical concept over here?
What was wrong in the graphical thing was, do you know the complete time period in this question? Check. Do you know the complete time period? In the previous question, complete time period was given, so I could divide as t by 2, t by 4. In this question, is the complete time period given?
Means how did you figure out that do we have complete time period or not?
So look at question number 5. In that, frequency is given, correct? If
Yes.
frequency is given, can I say time period is also given? Correct, because it's reciprocal. Whereas if you look
Okay.
at this question, neither frequency is given nor time period is given. Okay. Also, if you look at fifth question, there is no condition given. Okay. Here they have said that EMF will become half of its maximum value. So I have something to substitute in the equation. Okay. Even if you start with the graph, you will need complete time period. Correct. How will you get that?
Yes.
Here you cannot
So
get
over
that.
there we have frequency, so 1 upon time period.
So over there, indirectly we have the time. Over here, we don't have the complete time period. If I had the complete time period, I could have done the same thing what you're telling in the graph. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Start with the 10th one. We finish the 9th one, start with the 10th one. Correct. I got answers from 2 people for the 10th one. Sidhu correct, yes, correct. Others try to answer. Actually, this part of the question, okay, this part is actually omitted from your main section, which is actually AC generator itself. And for people who do not know, the maximum EMF in an AC generator is NAB omega. This is the formula, or NBA omega. Okay, this is actually the peak EMF you can get in an AC generator. Okay, so if you want, you can make a note of this. It is actually borderline, but if you want, you can make a note of this formula. This is the maximum EMF in an AC generator. You know the formula of AC generator is
N is the number of revolutions.
yes, correct. E is equal to E naught sine omega t, where E naught is NBA omega, where N is the number of turns, B is the magnetic field, A is the area, and omega is angular frequency, which is nothing but 2 pi f or 2 pi by t. So start.
So can you solve this one? Answer is not that.
I'll solve it. First, I'm getting the right answers. I'll take that, and then I'll show it on the screen. RA correct, Nikki correct. Here, a coil of effective area 2. Therefore, I know the formula is NBA. Omega is nothing but 2 pi f. Okay. Now, what they are saying is a coil of effective area 2. Therefore, area I will take it as 2. 2 I will take it as 2 itself. Pi I will take it as 22 by 7. Is rotated as to cut a magnetic field of induction 7 into 10 power minus 5. Therefore, B is nothing but 7 into 10 power minus 5. If the coil makes 100 revolutions per second, that means N is 100. Then the maximum EMF induced in the coil is correct. Now, if you look at the question, I don't have F, but do I have omega? Just check. Let me know. Steffi, correct. Others tell me.
Sir, omega is 200 pi, right?
Omega is 200 pi. How did you get that?
Sir, 2 pi n is 100.
What happened? F is 100.
N.
N is 100
There's a
over here.
formula,
F,
right?
correct.
2 pi n. N is the number of revolutions.
Then what is number of turns? Revolutions
thing.
per second is frequency, not number of turns. Got it? How many number of turns are there in the question?
0.
1. We cannot take 0 because otherwise the whole answer will be 0. Correct? It is rotated. Check the question. It is rotated. Means it is rotated once, assuming. Check. Correct.
I didn't understand, sir.
What happened?
I didn't understand.
So you are saying it is 0, correct?
No, I thought that we have to take number of revolutions per second into 2 pi.
Number of revolutions per second is frequency, correct? Number of anything per second is frequency. Therefore, this is frequency. 2 pi is 2 pi. Area is 2. B is this. So I'm asking what is N? Number of turns means number of coils or number of windings. Is it given?
No, we have to take it one.
I have to take it one. You cannot take it as 0. Why?
The entire answer will be 0.
Then the answer will be 0. And it is already said it is rotated. That means it is rotated once. We'll assume it is not rotated more times. If I do that, can I say 7 and over here 2? 7 and over here only 7. Yes, cancels. Then what else can cancel? 22 into
We
2,
can just
44
multiply
into 2, 88. 88 into 10, 100 into 10 power minus 5 is 10 power minus 3. Therefore, our answer is 88 into 10 power minus 3. Check. Are you getting that?
Yes,
And
sir.
88 into 10 power minus 3 will be nothing but 88 millivolt. All of you check whether you're getting it. Steffi correct. Nikki correct. Got the answer, all of you?
Yes,
Start with the 11th one. Okay. I think I've got answers for the 11th one. Sudhansh, Aditi, Prince, RS, Steffi, Yash, Siddhu. I think most of you have got the answer for the 11th one. Answer will be B. Just check, all of you. whether you're getting it. I've got answers from around 11 people for the 11th one. Tell me if all of you are getting this. 11th one is B. That's correct. Okay, if you have any doubt, let me know. I will solve it. In the meantime, start with the 12th one. That's correct. Good. Others, start solving the 12th one and let me know. Aditi correct. Tanush, Nikki, RA, Prince correct. 12th one answer will be C. Check all of you. Siddhu correct. Start with the 13th one. Correct. Tanush correct. Yash correct. Siddhu correct. Others try to answer. 13th one. Preksha, try again. Pinita correct. I think most of you are getting the answer. Answer for the 13th one will be D. Check and let me know if you're getting this for the 13th one. Okay. With that, we have finished this page 1 to 13. Tell me if you have any doubt in any of the questions. Then we'll go to the next page. Check and let me know. We have actually done all the questions. So let me know if you have doubt in any of the questions. Question number 1 to 13.
So can you solve last sum?
13th one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll do the 13th one. Okay. Any other question from 1 to 13? Let me know. Question number 2 and question number 1 is same logic. Question number 2 and question number 1 is same logic. Okay, I'll do the 13th one and then we go to the next page. Okay, we go to the next page once I do the 13th one. See the question number 13. The EMF in an AC circuit at any instant. So they have given the formula for EMF as E is equal to 200 sine 100 pi t plus pi by 6. What is the time when the voltage becomes maximum for the first time? Now, you know, when anything becomes maximum for the first time, okay, or when it becomes maximum, this component or trigonometric component should be equal to 1, or trigonometric component should not be equal to, should not be there. That means for E to be 200, can I say this whole term should be equal to 1? Therefore, can I say for any term to be maximum, the trigonometric term should be 1. Therefore, I know that sine 100 pi t plus pi by 6, that whole term should be equal to 1. Or can I say that term, that is sine 100 pi t plus pi by 6 should be equal to sine pi by 2, because 1 can be written as sine 90. Therefore, can I say sine and sine will cancel? Therefore, can I say 100 pi t plus pi by 6 is equal to pi by 2? Or 100 pi t is equal to pi by 2 minus pi by 6. That is 90 minus 30. What is 90 minus 30? 90 minus 30, 60. What is 60? Pi by 3. Therefore, can I say 100 pi t is equal to pi by 3? Pi and pi will cancel. Therefore, 100 t is 1 by 3. That will give you t is equal to 1 by 300. Therefore, answer will be 1 by 300 second. Tell me if you have understood this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll keep it. I'll keep it for 1 minute. Okay. So all of you come to the next page. Start with question number 14. Start. Most of them are giving me the right answer. That is B. Check whether all of you are getting this answer.
Sir, can you solve this?
First, you guys try it, then let me know. Now, the phase difference between the voltage and the current in AC circuit is pi by 4. Now, the phase difference is pi by 4. The first thing is given, and its frequency is 50 hertz. So frequency is 50 hertz. If frequency is given as 50 hertz, I can say time is nothing but 1 by 50. So this much is the data in the question itself. Okay, if the frequency is 50 hertz, then the phase difference is equivalent to a time of. Now tell me, total time is 1 by 50. This total time is 1 by 50, okay, of any graph. And in that total time period, the total phase difference will be 2 pi. 2 pi is 360. Can I say in a complete cycle, the total phase is 360? Correct? Therefore, for phase of 2 pi, I take 1 by 50. For pi by 4, how much time will I take? That is the question. I'll repeat. For complete circle or for the complete phase 2 pi, I take time 1 by 50. But if I want pi by 4, how much time should I take? That is the question. Now solve this and tell me what is the value for time you get. You will get 2.5 millisecond, which is B. Just tell me if you're getting this answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now take down your homework questions. I'll tell you. I will give you 5 to 10 homework today. Question number 15, homework 1. Question number 18, homework 2. Question number 22, homework 3. Similar to what we have done right now. From this particular column, 15, 18, 22. Take it as a homework. Others on this column, that is 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, you'll have to solve. So start one by one. Start with 16. Start with 16. Sidhu correct. Good. Start with 16. Tanush correct. Good. Aryan correct. Good. Darsh correct. Binita correct. Steffi correct. Good. I think 16 one is done. Start with the 17. Aditi correct. Good. Seventeenth one is a theory question. Start. Try again, Tanush. Sidhu correct. Raj correct. Dash correct. Nikki correct. So RMS value is maximum by root 2. It can be E naught or I naught. What is 1 by root 2? Sine 45 or cos 45. So it is equivalent to actually 45 degree. That means answer for 17th one will be D. Direct question.
Sir, I took the equation E is equal to E naught sine omega t. So if I take sine 90, then I'll get I is equal to E naught or I is equal to I.
But they have asked RMS. They have not asked maximum. Check.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
18th one is homework.
So it's 45, right?
Yes, it is 45. Start with the 19th one. Correct. 19th answer will be C, where we directly have to get the phase difference. The phase for the first one is pi by 6, and the second one is minus pi by 4. That means phase difference will be first minus second. So this will add up. Therefore, answer will be 75. That is 30 plus 45. So answer will be C itself. Start with 20th one. Start with 20th one. Correct. Darsh, correct. Dhanush, correct. Twentieth answer will be D. Start with 21st one. All of it. Start with 21st one. Start with 21st. Aditi, correct. Others try 21st one. Darsh, correct. Steffi, correct. Yes, correct. Okay. 22nd was anyway homework. Nikki, correct. Okay. I think we have done all in this column. 3 homework and remaining we have done. Tell me if you have any doubt in this so that we can go to the next column. Till 22, I think everything should be clear. Okay. Start with 23rd. Start with 23rd. Correct, Tanush. Others start with 23rd. Dash, yes, correct. Okay. Start with 24. Start with 24. Start with 24. Anyone getting the answer for 24th? Let me know. So let me do it. Two coils have a mutual inductance of 0.001 Henry. That means mutual inductance is
Sir,
given.
sir, can you give me 1 minute?
Okay. Highlight the data in the meantime. Current is given as
No, sir, not yet.
Okay. Look at the screen. They have given M. Sudhansh, correct. They have given mutual inductance. They have given the equation of I, in that I naught and omega is given. You have to find E max. Now, the formula for mutual inductance M is E divided by di by dt, or E is equal to M into di by dt. Till here, everyone is clear. Mutual inductance is E divided by di by dt, or E is equal to M into di by dt, or E is equal to M into d by dt of I. D by dt of I, what is I? I is given as I naught sine omega t, correct? Clear? Now I'll erase this part only and I will keep doing it. Therefore, E equal to M into differentiation of I naught sine omega t, I naught as it is. Differentiation of sine omega t is omega cos omega t. Tell me if you have understood till here. Correct? Now I need E max. Can I say E max will only be M I naught omega? Because if I want maximum EMF, this trigonometric term should be equal to 1. Therefore, E max is only M I naught omega. Or E max will be M, that is 0.001. I naught will be phi, and omega will be 100 pi. So tell me, what is the next step in this? 0.00. 1 minute,
We can
0.00.
we
Tell
can
me.
make it 10 raised to minus 1 into phi into pi. So it will be 1
Oh.
by 2 into pi.
So I have
So
made
one-
it like this. Check. 0.001 I have written 10 power minus 3 into phi into pi into 100. I'll write it as 10
So
square.
it will
Correct?
be 10 power minus.
It will be 10 power minus 1. Correct? Into phi into pi. 10 raised to minus 1 into phi is 0.5.
1 by 2.
0.5. 0.5 into pi we can directly do as 0.5 into 3. 3 point something. So 1.5 something. Therefore, answer is 1.5 something. What are the options? Option will be A. Just check. Tell me if you're getting it. Because if I
So
directly
we
do
have
0,
to substitute I with I naught sine.
correct. Because I've given the equation and I know the formula for mutual induction, right? Okay, got it?
Yes, so 1 minute. Done.
Start with the next one, 25th. Let me read your answers. Tanush, Aditi, Yash, correct. Others try to answer for the 25th. I think it's again a straightforward question. And if you've got the answer for the 25th, start with the 26th one as well. Correct. Start with the 26th one as well. Okay. Tanush, correct. Yes, correct. Again, 26th one is direct. Just try to answer. Correct. 26th one is B. 27 and 30, take it as your next homework. Easy, direct questions. So take it as your homework, 27 and 30. Tell me, have you finished 5 homework questions then for today? Have you finished
Yes,
5
sir.
Yes.
questions? Okay, so I think I'll give you maximum 7 homework questions. Take 27 and 30 as your homework. 29th one, you don't have to solve because one concept which is omitted, so that will not be asked. So 29th one omitted. In fact, from 2006, it is not asked. So 29th one, cancel it. I'll tell you in this section which you have to cancel. You have to cancel 29th one and the 40th one. 29th one is not there, and 40th one is not there because of peak EMF. Start with
That was my 27 and 28, right?
28. I saw 28 is correct. 27th also, I think it is fine, but that is your homework. So I'll discuss it in the next class. But you continue. You have given the answer for the 28 one also, right? Let me check. 28 is correct. Others, give me the answer for 28. Answer will be B. Let me know if you're getting the answer for the 28 one as B. Twenty-ninth you don't have to solve. 30th one is homework. With that, we complete the column. So in this column, let me know if you want me to solve any question. Anyone? Or on this page? We have completed the page, in fact. Tell me from question number 14 to question number 30. If you have whatever questions we have discussed, if you have any doubts, let me know. I will solve it. Question number 14 to question number 30. That is our second page. Let me know if you have any doubt in this. Okay, we go to the next page. In the next page, start with question number 31 and 32. 33 we have already done. Just check. 33 we have already done. Start solving question number 31 and 32. Start solving question number 31 and 32. Start. 31 correct. Tanush, others giving the answer for 31. Are correct? Steffi correct. Vinita correct. Yes, correct. Nikki correct. Answer is A. I think most of you have given me the right answer for the 31st one. That is A. Start with 32. Start with 32. Thirty-two answer is D. And I think you have given me that answer as well. Let me know if I have to solve 31, 32. 33 is 0, which you have already discussed as a part of the second question. So tell me if you have any doubt in 31 and 32. If you need me to solve any of this question, 31 or 32. Okay. So we will start with question number 34. Start. Question number 34. Start solving and give me the answer for 34. Correct. Answer is D. I think I've got answers from most of you. I think most of you are right. Yes, correct. Tanush also, correct. Yes, and Tanush, did you solve it and get the answer, or you have used some shortcut?
I used the graph which you gave.
Hmm.
T
So you
by
got
4,
T by
T by 12. T by 4
Correct.
is not in the option, so T by 12.
Sir, I took sin pi by 2 as sin omega t plus pi by 3 equals to sin pi by 2.
You did the theory part. Okay. Tanush, you did the graph part. Correct. In theory part, you'll get the exact answer. In graph part, you have to approximate to the nearest one. Sudhansh, correct. Good. Start with 35th one. Start with 35th one. Good. Tanush, good. Solve it and give me the answer. Do it aram se. Easy question. Just try to solve it and get the answer. 35. Any other answer for 35th one? Let me know. So what 3 right answers? Others let me know for 35th one. So they are saying, okay, let me do it. A household supply voltage measured by an AC voltmeter is 220 volt. You know, anything measured by a voltmeter is RMS. Therefore, E RMS will be 220. Therefore, the maximum voltage will be 311. Because how will I get that? I will get that as E naught as E RMS into root 2. Therefore, E naught will be 311. If the frequency is 50 hertz, okay, if the frequency is 50 hertz, omega will be 2 pi f, that is 100 pi. Therefore, omega is 100 pi, E naught is 311. What will be the voltage? You know,
We
it
will
is
take
easy.
phase difference as 0 here because they haven't mentioned, right?
Correct. Or we'll assume it to be a resistive circuit. I told you if they don't mention which circuit it is, you have to by default take resistive in 12 standard boards classes. That means there is no
Yes, sir.
phase difference in resistive circuit anyway because both voltage and current are in phase. Correct? Now, if you look at the options, if you look at it, option A, option B, option C are automatically eliminated because the value of E naught itself is wrong. Check. First one is 220, second one is 110, third one is 440. Okay. Therefore, A, B, and C are out because frequency 100 pi T is there in A, C, and D. Okay. So I can directly say E is equal to E naught sine omega T. Option D matches the exact answer directly. Just check. But even if I don't do that, even by getting E naught, I can get my answer. Just check, all of you. Other options are automatically eliminated. Did you get it? Okay.
Yes, I did the same way.
So start with 36th one now. Start with 36. Thirty-six, quick. Tanush, correct. Steffi, correct. Good. Vinita, correct. So 38th one you have to take it as homework. 40th one is anyway not there. 36th one I have got the answers. Start 37 and 39. With that we complete the section. Start with 37 and 39.
38 is homework.
38 is homework. I think 6th homework or 5th homework. Let me know which one.
Sixth.
Sixth. Okay. 37 and 39 solve it. 36th one also, if you have a doubt, you let me know. I have got answers. Start with 37 and 39. You will get the answers. 37. Okay, let me check. Sudhansh, correct. 36th one is C only, correct. Start with 37 and 39. 37th one is also borderline. I told you that concept E naught is equal to NAB omega, but you can solve it. And 39th one is actually a theory question. So 39th one, when you come to it, I will do it. 37th one, start. So a region of uniform magnetic field of induction B, 10 power minus 2 Tesla. Therefore, B is given as 10 power minus 2 Tesla in a circular coil of radius 30 centimeter. Therefore, radius is 30 centimeter means 30 into 10 power minus 2 meter. And a resistance of pi square ohm. Resistance is pi square ohm. is rotated about an axis which is perpendicular to the direction of B and which forms the diameter of the coil. The coil rotates at 200 RPM. So frequency 200 RPM is 200 by 60 RPS. 200 by 60 RPS. What is the amplitude of the alternating current induced in the coil? Therefore, I want to find I naught. I know that I naught will be E naught by R, correct? Maximum current is E naught by R. Now, E naught will be nothing but NBA omega. Therefore, NBA omega by R. Or I naught will be equal to N is number of turns given, take it as 1. B is 10 power minus 2. Area is pi R square, that is pi into 30 into 10 power minus 2 the whole square into omega. Omega is nothing but 2 pi f, that is 200 by 60 divided by pi square. Now solve this and tell me, are you getting the answer for the 37th one? Answer I think will be D. Answer I think will be D. Check. Okay, good. Now everyone come to 39th one. Everyone come to 39th one. It's a theory question. I want you to get the trick and give me the answer. Okay, it is one word which gives everything away. So tell me, what do you think should be the answer for 39th one? They are saying the resultant current wave in an electric circuit consists of two components. So there is one in the circuit itself, there is 10 ampere DC. In the circuit itself, it is 10 ampere DC. And the second component is 50 hertz AC along with the sinusoidal wave. Okay, all that. Then the average of the resultant current over a complete cycle, they have given answer as 10 ampere, but you should know that the answer over one complete cycle is 0 because it is sinusoidal. Check. Check 39th one. The question is of DC. They have
Then why
said
have they given B?
10. Correct. They have given B because they have considered only the first part. In the circuit, if I have only DC component, means I have only constant component, means current is constant. That means peak current, average current, any current will be that current itself, 10 ampere. If the current is constant in a circuit, can I say your peak value and average value will remain the same? Think about it. For example, if you give 3 exams, in all 3 exams, you get constant marks. Tell me, what is your average marks? 70. What is your highest marks? 70 itself.
70.
Check. Correct. Therefore, can I say if the current is constant in a circuit, the average value, the RMS value, the highest value will all be the same because it is constant. That is why they have said the current is DC in the circuit, therefore current will be constant. That is why I had given you question number 27 as homework. Now think about the answer of 27th and let me know. So 27th one, we will do it here itself. So you can omit it from your homework. So you'll have only 5 homework. Look at 27.
So answer is 0, right?
Answer for this will be 0 because of the frequency in this. I am telling you, you ask me the logic why they have given the answer as 10. But actually answer cannot be 10 because there is a sine wave. And if I take average of a sine wave, it will be 0. But their
Sir,
thought process is they have
what did
taken
I
only the
do?
first part.
Sir,
Correct?
I saw DC component in first part and ampere AC component in second part. So if we take the complete cycle, they'll cancel each other, right?
Correct. Correct.
So it will be 0.
Correct. That is why this question will be in MCQ. In the sense, it cannot have two answers, because the question that they have given has two parameters. If I consider the first parameter, it is 10. If I consider the second parameter, it is 0. If I consider both together also, they'll cancel and answer will be 0.
Sir, but where have they given that it is constant? The 10.
DC is constant. DC is constant.
Okay.
What is the meaning of direct current constant? Instead of direct current, they can give you constant also. For example, look at question number 27. Now, all of you look at question number 27 and tell me what should be the answer for 27. A constant current of 1.5 ampere is maintained, means throughout 1.5 ampere is maintained. Then what is the RMS value? RMS value also will be 1.5. Check. Because if current is constant, peak value, RMS value, average value, all will be the same. That is why answer for 27th one is B. Do you understand the logic now?
Yes.
Okay, so 27th one, remove it from your homework. We will, we have done it. So you'll have 5 homework, right, for today?
6.
How 6? We have got 6 already. In that one I did, so it will be 5, right? 27th one was your homework question actually.
Yes. Right.
So we will have only 5 homework, correct? Okay, good. Now, for the next part, reactance, impedance, power, we will do it in the next class. Okay. 1 minute, let me take it out.